like a bad thing.
Profiting off of your art. Oh, what a sellout.
Why is it such like a fucking bad thing for somebody to like just
someone made a ska song about selling out.
It's just so fucking annoying.
I feel like a band like Real Big Fish should make a song like that.
10 cheesy singles. Someone had to make the joke before we got into that. But no, it's always just something where people are like, I don't like them until they started making money off of this. Or like people do that for like YouTubers, smaller bands, whatever. They get so mad once they start making money. I'm like, why? They don't have any money. Guess what? They're going to stop doing whatever they're doing.
You have to make money. And I hate that. By the way, welcome to Shootin the Shibby.
Socialism works. We need it so that everyone gets money and art thrives.
This is why we need communism.
Yeah, but
small fat kid.
When your friend has 3 diamonds in Minecraft and you have 1, this is why we need communism.
Dude, if I'm ever feeling down, that's the video. That's like one of the videos I watch. It's fucking great. Just to hear that kid who's just like, hey, all these capitalist pigs think that capitalism works. Communism, it's perfect. I'm like, oh my God.
It is perfect. I mean, Joseph Stalin, Venezuela, they're
Killed
all
more people than Hitler. Yeah,
it's tomato potato, really.
That KD spread, yeah.
Well, it's one of those things that annoys the shit out of me when you see online people post conversations, artists especially, hey man, can you do this that requires like 50 hours of work, but I'll totally credit you and I'll totally just like put you here and like...
It'll look great on your resume.
It's going to look great on your resume and I'll tell everyone about it.
Interns aren't slavery, or aren't slaves, they get exposure.
Hey man, I love having interns. Brian was my intern at one point in life.
I was your intern. I was the only intern at the time. I was back before they had the intern program. I was
still our second best intern at the time.
Fuck you.
Behind a literal blind guy.
Behind the guy who... No, he...
Oh, really?
I just kind of...
after me. I just kind of like imagine like one of those flappy trash cans, and then you just put a ribbon on it. It says #1 intern, and Brian's just like, fucking trash can.
I mean, that's basically what we did.
Puts up with more shit than Brian.
No, that guy was an intern after me.
Oh, was he?
I left before he came on. Oh. So he was after me because I started being a paid worker when he was there.
That's right. Because I remember the two of you crossed paths, but I wasn't sure if it was during or after.
What was it? Was it our one coworker who walked by him and said, "See you later," and he said, "I won't."
All right, man. I'll see you later. No, you won't.
Was that your last day, or did you just say that to be a dick?
No, our coworker said that to the blind guy. And said, "See you later," and he goes, "I won't."
That just Windows 95 just kicked. Okay, that's funny. That's funny.
It was so funny though seeing him say that too, because he was a cool dude. Lost his sight later on in life. He was in I'd say mid to late 30s. Did the guy
enjoy the joke, or did he like?
Well, the blind guy is the one who made the joke.
Oh,
the blind guy said, "No, I won't."
It's all clicking.
And the
pieces come together.
Because the coworker's like, all right, man, I'm going to get going. I'll see you later. And the blind guy just goes, no, I won't.
Finger guns.
And it was one of those like...
that was just like my little brother used to have a gay roommate. And whenever my brother brought home a girl, he was just like, oh, what are you guys going to do, some gay shit? And then whenever the gay roommate brought home a guy, my brother would be like, what are you going to do, some straight shit?
That's like I tell people now, I'm like, that's so straight. I'm like, that's so hetero.
It's so cis-normative.
Turning it around so when people say like that's so gay, I'm like, that's so straight.
Right.
I was with our friend Steve and Morgan. I went to their house. We were playing Pokemon Go or whatever, and Steve was trying to hold her hand at one point, and she was like, Steve, I don't need your hand right now, I'm trying to catch Pokemon. I was like, yeah, Steve, what are you, straight? You're like, girls, you fucking loser.
It makes me miss Kenny. Kenny was the only person I know that can call someone gay and just get away with it. Just be like, yeah, you fat.
That was our
F word for gay people.
You bundle of sticks.
You bundle of sticks. The way he said it was like
Kenny and I's specialty was to look at each other and be like, what are the girls, you fag? Or like, my favorite was when we were in a crowd of people and like one of us would just lock eyes with the other one and be like, you gay?
hey,
yeah. And then we go like,
oh, Jesus. I don't need sound effects.
Oh, God.
For the rest.
My favorite thing to fucking do with it was just to like look at each other, just go, you gay? Yeah. And then just pretend to be like,
Alrighty.
That's gross.
That's one hell of a lollipop you got there, Brian.
That's gross. Then again, I don't expect much from the guy who shit himself twice after puberty.
I'm sorry, what?
Not Brian, but
No, not
Kenny.
me. Ken.
Oh. That's not as exciting now.
It's still a pretty great.
This is
I was-
story.
I
This
was
is a story I
hoping
want to
Brian-
tell about Kenny, but it's so inappropriate. I can't.
Are you able
I mean,
to get?
you just got done making blowjob noises.
Oh
in the mic.
no! Like it's pretty bad.
Are you able to get permission?
It's not.
It's like, hey, can I tell? Hey, I'm doing the podcast right now.
Replace
Can
all
I
the-
get a really bad story
Replace
from you?
all the inappropriate words with Teletubby.
Bobby got some editing to do. So I was all right. So I'll preface it with this.
Marker starting
Yeah, you
now.
want to start that marker?
Well, how about you just use the word Teletubby so there's no editing needed?
Okay, so I was in a theater class, and we were reading a story about this.
The great
About
Teletubby.
like there was a girl who gets teletubbied by a guy, and I'm trying to tell the story.
Oh, sorry, this works. A
So-
family program.
So she gets teletubbied by this guy, and it like scars her for life or whatever.
Here comes the
and
tubby custard.
And then so my teacher starts to like get him, be like, listen, I want to tell you guys something. Teletubby is such a terrible thing to do to somebody, and she just keeps going on, and I have to put my head down onto my desk because I'm about to burst out laughing because because at the time we were living in the building Olsen, and the front doors were broken, so they had just left them open because swiping the card didn't work. So whenever they were open, Kenny would
Good old rider security.
Kenny would look both ways with his hands up like this and go, I'm a Teletubby, I'm a Teletubby. He skipped through the doors saying that, and it fucking, I lost my shit. And so I'm sitting there in class, and she's like, Teletubby is a terrible thing, and I don't understand how people do it, and I'm fucking crying on my desk. I'm like trying to hide in my laughter because I'm like, if I laugh while she's talking about Teletubby,
You're gonna look like the biggest piece of shit ever.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure they would have got me arrested at that
Dude,
point.
that's the worst. I always laugh at I never forget. I was at someone's Sweet 16, and they're doing a little family slideshow and whatnot, and like the aunt was making a funny face, so I started laughing, and then I noticed no one else was laughing, and it turns out that the aunt was disabled.
Bum, bum, ba-dum.
And I was like, it wasn't quite Eric, but it was.
I had a moment like that. I was in a health class.
wasn't
and,
quite. Congratulations on the cancer, but it was in the direction of.
Yeah, I had a moment where I was in a health class, and an Asian guy came in. He was talking to us, and he was talking about racisms and stereotypes. I don't know why he was talking about that in a health class, but I thought he was making a joke when he said that people used to see. He was like, oh, whenever I put gel in my hair, people thought I always put duck sauce in my hair, and I laughed because I thought it was a joke.
That's not a joke.
No, that was like a racial slur that people
hell?
used to do apparently to Asian people, and I was like, haha, funny. And then like my whole class turned around at me, and I was like, huh?
It's like, wait,
No, but my friend goes, you fucking asshole, and I was like, was that not a joke? I'm sorry. I was like, I didn't mean to.
Who the hell? Who the hell
I thought it was
thinks
a
that?
joke. I don't know, man. I
mean, there's some
thought it
racial
was a joke.
things. Like I got curious one day. Take two. I got curious one day because you know how one of the racial slurs for an Asian person was zipper head. I'm like, where the hell did that even come from?
I've never heard that before.
World War II. And apparently it's because when they got shot in the face, it looked. Either way, like how the hell did that happen?
Wouldn't anyone do that?
That's what I'm thinking.
That's one of those things where it's like, wouldn't that happen to anybody?
Yeah.
I think
That's like the whole thing about fried chicken. And they're like, oh, black people love fried chicken. I love fried
Everyone
chicken.
likes fried chicken.
Everyone does.
Watermelon is good.
Or
I
like,
don't trust you if you don't.
Jews love money. Who doesn't like money? Well, apparently,
That one apparently stems from
hipsters.
That one apparently stems
ska
from. I was talking to Eric, and hipsters and ska music is where Jews love money.
No. I said people always make the stereotype that Jews love money, and I was like, who the fuck doesn't like money? And I said, oh yeah, hipsters who like ska music.
Oh yeah.
Our
No,
conversation
hipsters like
before.
the money. They just don't think the ska music should make money because then it's not ska. That's not punk rock to make money. No, bad.
yes.
We need barter system back.
We'll get back to that in a second.
I hate the whole like accidental racism bullshit. My boss's father went to a Dunkin' Donuts, and he's from like the Vietnam era and everything like that. And he goes up to the cashier, and he forgets what the word chocolate was. Just a typical brain fart, like you, like me.
Well, you're at a Dunkin' Donuts, so I think chocolate means a sweet, sugary snack.
Correct. Now, well, you forget the word
Did
chocolate.
he order a chocolate person or something?
No. He goes up to the person at the register.
I was gonna say the only way I could find this could be racist is that if it was a black person, he's like, I want one of those things with you
can
in
check
it.
off your bingo marker for interrupting Bob. Continue.
So the person at the register was in fact black.
Flack.
And he goes, there's another one, me fucking up a word. He goes to her and he goes, oh, can I get 25 munchkins? He goes, I don't want the black ones. I don't want those ones. And she gets offended at the fact that he said he didn't want the black ones.
It's a fucking donut.
Just wait, it gets worse. So the cashier gets pissed off.
Listen, you can make them separate, but just have them be equally not there.
Well, so he takes the box.
This is one of our most dicey episodes.
She takes the box of munchkins, slams it down on the counter, storms off, gets the manager. The manager goes and fulfills the order, and just out of spite, puts extra chocolate munchkins in the box. And he just gets the box of munchkins, walks out, opens up the case.
Fair.
It's literally 9 out of the 25 were chocolate munchkins. He goes back in and complains, and he's like, look, I don't know what her problem was. All I said is I didn't want the black ones. I couldn't think of the word chocolate at the time, so I just said the
And in all
black
fairness,
ones.
like they are pretty dark colored munchkins. It's not like they're brown. They are.
No, they're the color. The color.
Black.
If someone asked me what color are chocolate munchkins, I would say black.
Yeah.
Right.
So he said I didn't want the black one. My boss's father just goes, he's like, sorry, the manager just goes, that was incredibly insensitive. She's had this happen before where people say she didn't like her because she's black and blah, blah, blah. And
wow.
The guy's like, dude, this has nothing to do with her race. Some of my closest friends are black. When I served in Vietnam, half of my platoon was black. And he's like, sir, what year is it? And the father just goes, it's 2018. He goes, yeah, it's not Vietnam.
Oh.
So he wrote a very, very strongly worded message to Dunkin' Donuts about this whole.
That was more disrespectful
about this whole thing.
to
Yes.
Vietnam veterans than it was anything. And I'm not even trying to make it anything versus anything, but
it was incredibly disrespectful.
And this actually happened. This sounds like something out of like
100%.
Didn't they do a draft
happened.
for Vietnam too? Did they do a draft?
Yeah, they drafted for
Vietnam.
for Vietnam.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
El Presidente dodged it. His foot hurt.
yeah, well.
Wow.
Darn.
What an asshole thing to do to a Vietnam veteran.
Yes, he's like,
Right.
well, what year is it? Just the fact that he said that. So this past weekend, they're over my boss's house for Father's Day. They're talking, and he's complaining about something, and he's like, hey, I'm putting together a letter right now, and he tells the letter, and he goes, and he actually went over to one of the local grocery stores, bought a pack of black and white cookies, cut the label off, and put it in with a letter saying, proof that black is not offensive.
Did he send the cookies also?
I don't know.
I was going to say,
Can I have one?
Did he
They're my
send the
favorite.
I love that.
Did he cut the cookies in half and send the black part back? And he says, I don't want it.
See, then that would be
Just the fact that he said, I
committing a
don't want the
racism
black
at that
ones.
point.
That is bullshit.
You don't fight bigotry with bigotry.
No. I was making a joke. Obviously.
God, Brian, I would expect better from you.
No, it's past 2005. You can't make jokes anymore.
Sorry, my almost.
Brian, it's 2018.
Yeah, fuck Vietnam.
Can you still do?
What the tagline? It's 2018. Fuck Vietnam.
Can you still do almost racist jokes? What's black and doesn't work?
Your car?
That's flaming and doesn't work, sir. Thank you very much.
It's partially black.
Actually,
okay?
the correct
It's
answer.
black and flaming. That's two minorities you're making fun of there.
The correct answer. The correct answer was plain decaf coffee.
Oh boy. But that's one of those things, and making a joke out of the whole situation. Not a bad joke. I'm just going to put this out there first before people get offended. It wasn't a bad joke.
I think we've breached that one, sir.
My boss
Can I write a
and
Dr.
the father
Seuss
are
book
talking.
called Offended I Am? It's just like, offended I am, Sam. You...
You said that flim flam? How dare you,
said
Sam?
that flim flam? That's the word. My people. You can't use that. That's
My
our word.
flim was flammed in the great flim flam. I mean, wow, that's kind of actually how it works sometimes.
Fuck the wars of the star-chested people. It's 2018.
Jesus Christ. I mean, if we learn
Bob,
something,
edit out the whole episode.
no. Let's just run it. If we've learned something from PewDiePie, it'll make us popular somehow. So let's go to a topic that anybody, regardless of race, religion, and creed, can enjoy. Memes.
So why do people get so upset when bands make money? That's my question.
And the airplane food. Good segue. So there was somebody who on Twitter who forced a bot to watch over 1,000. Stop laughing. I'm trying to.
Fine, I'll eat some pretzels.
Good. Do it right into the microphone too, for that nice crunchy aesthetic. Oh, fantastic! Don't boop the microphone.
Joke's on you. Your mic's turned off.
No.
This is why I'm the producer.
And a good one you are. So anyway, someone forced a bot to watch over 1,000 hours of Olive Garden commercials, and then asked it to write an Olive Garden commercial of its
amazing.
own.
You could have just said a commercial. You don't have to say Olive Garden commercial.
I'm kind of reading the tweet. But either way, I'm going to attempt to read it. But so it
Wait,
starts,
are there multiple parts?
there are.
Send me a copy. We'll do a dramatic. Let's do a dramatic reading.
Okay. All right. I'll put it in the
How many people are in it?
the messenger. There's like there's basically 3 and one more person, but we'll figure it out. But it was really funny, and I'm
so
trying
excited
to
for this
think
right
of
now.
a good segue while I take the time to scroll through my photos. I'm just going to narrate what I'm doing instead, so we don't
Robot
have dead
theater.
silence. Robot theater. It has been sent to the chat, gentlemen.
All right. Do you want to be waitress, friend 1, or friend 2?
I'll be the waitress and friend 3. How about that? Because
There's 3 friends?
there is, but there's like
There's
Are they
also
3
an
best
it's
friends?
one line. What? There's an.
Well, then no. Give friend 2, friend 3, or friend 1.
Speaking of Dr. Seuss, thing 1, thing
1 friend, 2 friend, red friend, blue friend.
I'm not saying the joke. I'm done with the almost. Never mind.
All right. All right, fine. You could be waitress and friend 3. I'll be announcer and friend 2. Bob, your friend 1.
I get to be friend 1. Yay.
Announcer, you can read the a group of friends.
Interior.
Olive Garden restaurant. A group of friends laughs at a dinner table. A waitress comes to deliver what could be considered food.
Pasta nachos for you. We see the pasta nachos.
Oh, no,
that's your line. Damn
We
it.
see the pasta nachos. They're warm and defeated.
The menu is here.
Lasagna wings with extra Italy.
We see lasagna wings. There's more Italy than necessary. I shall eat the Italian citizens.
Unlimited stick.
We see the unlimited stick. It is infinite. It is all.
Leave without me. I'm home. That's friend 3. Gluten Classico from the kitchen.
We, the Gluten Classico, we believe the waitress that is from the kitchen. We have no reason not to believe. Friend 4 says nothing.
What is wrong, friend 4?
Friend 4 says nothing.
Friend
4, what is wrong, friend 4? Friend 4 smiles wide, her mouth full of secret soup. Olive Garden, when you're here, you're here.
My favorite is that the nachos look defeated.
I'm fucking reading, but like in between parts, it's supposed to set up the shots, and I'm reading, and I'm like, is my dyslexia fucking up? Like, am I fumbling over words? And I'm like, no, that's literally
that's-
the words.
That's how the bots.
We, the gluten classico, we believe the waitress that is from the kitchen. We have no reason not to believe.
So in the future, when robots take over all the jobs, at least we know the humans will still be writing the commercials. I don't know about acting them, but at least writing them.
No, I want that. I want that to be a commercial.
I don't. I want a mouthful of soup.
See, I really want Olive Garden to see this tweet and make a commercial based on it.
Olive Garden is one of the fun franchises, like Wendy's. Wendy's just throws shade on everyone.
Yeah,
I kind of want to make a bot watch Wendy's commercials now and make them do a commercial just to get Wendy's to recreate that commercial or create that commercial.
Wendy's, you heard it from us. We want our commission.
There's more Italy than
At
necessary. Just looking back and reading lasagna wings with extra.
I shall eat Italian citizens. And then the waitress just yells at you, unlimited stick.
I love seeing those commercials or those tweets that have someone made a bot watch episodes of Scrubs, and Zach Braff even did like a dramatic reading of the script that it made. It was so funny. I got to see if I can find that now.
Well, it's kind of funny you mentioned Scrubs. So, like, I've kind of noticed recently in debates and conversations that I seem to be lacking a sort of emotion. So I was like, I need to get emotion back. So I started watching Scrubs.
What a good TV show!
It's such a good show, and I even started I'm rewatching it from the beginning. I'm on like episode 4, and it's just so goddamn good.
Who has 2 thumbs and doesn't give a crap? Bob Kelso, how's it going?
Oh my god!
So I found
Dr. Cox is my spirit animal.
I found a script that a robot created of Scrubs.
Okay.
Did you guys want to do a dramatic reading?
All right.
How many characters?
JD, narrator, janitor.
Ooh, don't want to be janitor.
Patient.
We're at 4.
Dr. Cox.
That's okay. 5.
Turk.
That's 6.
Elliot.
How long is this
7.
thing,
Jesus
Bob?
Christ.
Carla.
Is this like an actual 22-minute episode?
No, 3.5 pages.
Maybe at the end.
Do we got this?
I think we can handle this.
Throw it in the.
We take two characters each.
Throw it in the thread.
Throw
it in the thread. And we'll.
I'll be
attempted.
I'll be JD and Elliot.
I'll be Turk and Dr. Kelso. I feel like that's a great combination.
Was Kelso in it?
Cox.
Cox. I'll be the Turk and Cox.
So Scrubs med school essentially.
Turk and Coxos. What? No, we don't talk about the dark times.
They're the only 2 characters to stay during the entire season. Unfortunately,
I actually didn't think med school was that bad.
No, it's terrible.
I really didn't think it was that bad.
It is absolute garbage.
Well, that's what I think about you too.
All right. So who's everyone?
I'm JD and Elliot.
But Nick, it's actually fucking.
We need a janitor.
I'll take janitor.
All right, Bob's janitor, and you could be Carla as well.
So,
sure.
All right, so you're Turk and Dr. Cox.
I am.
And
who's the narrator?
I'll be the narrator too.
All right, Bob will narrate.
Okay. So here we go. Exterior, outside of Sacred Heart Hospital. Dr. Carr pulls up and honks to the nurses.
Is this Dr. Carr?
It does. It does say Dr. Carr.
A doctor does nice things. One thing is to carry money all the time and make a patient look at it. That's actually I can see that being a thing.
Right, this one that actually makes sense.
Dr. Carr crashes into JD, but not the JD that matters. Music plays as everywhere waves inward. The hospital entrance has a large pile of orange soda, which the janitor stands before, threatening others away from it, using his beaker of hospital juice. JD smiles.
The best part of being a doctor is your janitor is a god. Oh no!
JD
I think
says.
the janitor the janitor's pretending to be a kidney donor. We need to stop the machine.
Janitor to JD.
You're a quack smudge on these lockers called life. No one in the middle of a busy day would like you, and I don't either.
This is actually pretty.
You are the mean me, janitor. You got all the John Dorian potential with none of the flowers and dead dog. He has a dead dog, so you know what? This is not wrong.
JD leaves to cut a patient.
Oh yeah.
Interior.
I never heard Rowdy used in that.
It's true.
I don't think they don't ever call Rowdy a dead dog. They
do.
When?
A few times I know that they do.
In season 4, episode 3.
Dog.
Oh, I don't remember that. I mean, they obviously know.
I know Carla calls it a stuffed dog.
Yeah.
Well, either way, JD, you leave the room.
JD leaves to cut a patient.
That's what I meant.
Interior, operating room. Totally awake, the patient nurses JD. JD nurses a new mother while Turk is explaining
Turk is explaining fingers to a confused Dr. Kelso.
Sometimes you have to break a patient to help yourself. It's funny how a bunch of doctors don't know that.
Who's the patient?
I think you.
Does the chart tell you that my mom hated the ocean doctor? Does it say where my little brother got his nachos at?
You are sick, so I decided to grab a beer with your family and watch what you do. Eggs are the new medication, and so far, I feel very alive.
Your name is Dr. Kayak Paddle, but if you act like a giant electric melon, I'm going to consider your opinion. Oh my God!
I knew I could always count on life support to keep a patient from getting too serious.
Is that really what it says?
Yep.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Dr. Cox walks through the window, knocking the confused patient on the head.
I'm a doctor. Hell, I care about the gallbladder. This seems like one of those crappy 3D animations of Scrubs.
I feel like this would be one of those bad like
Jimmy Neutron style,
country, foreign country trying to do the English dub.
Yes.
Like you ever see the foreign country try to do an English dub of Dragon Ball Z? And
guys, we don't even
shows up and he's Big Green. he's like,
what if
no one tells me what to do? Put down the child.
Idea. Who touched the child? Idea.
Oh, I touched the child.
Well, no, finish this and then I have idea.
All right, it's Dr. Cox.
Okay. Dr. Cox licks his pen and finds it tastes broken. He tosses the pen in his mouth and coughs up the janitor. The janitor scrubs the patient while Dr. Cox stands by, watching JD and Turk on TV. Scrubs is on.
That's quite the time paradox.
Damn.
Interior, TV in the patient's room, Scrubs.
And that's when I realized everything about my new black machine. It was a huge mistake. How fitting.
And then Turk. Hey, I'm just saying that her shoulders were there and you know it.
Can't you just tell me how to kiss my lady? My lady is the eel. I bought it from the narcoleptic.
So right now we are in the TV. The patient is watching this on TV. Okay, cool.
Elliot and Carla enter.
Some Inception level shit.
Just go to the bathroom and find some aloe. I'll go get the scalpel. Oh my God, this is so great. I'm a doctor.
You think that the nurses will forgive you for having a little sexy brunch in the emergency room? To Elliot. A lot of married couples have to go to the cemetery to have sex. It's not a big deal. Dr. Cox and Dr. Kelso enter.
You're not invited to my muscle room. You and I need to talk about your gigantic diaper problem. Hey, Kelso. I have a plan. Vomit in my eyes. I'm going to stand here. Go.
Everyone freezes in horror as Carla excitedly shoves the pipe up Dr. Kelso's nostril.
Man, standing in the corner is my favorite thing. Just be subtle and quiet and project an image of a cool guy who's gonna look stunning.
Bambi, you're married to the job, but you should be engaged to Dr. Riviera.
Who the fuck is Dr. Riviera?
I don't even know.
All right. Look, newbie, you look ridiculous talking about anything. Better get ready to run away from me while I eat cupcakes and demonstrate how to have painfully evocative
sex.
What the fuck does evocative mean?
Like, ooh.
Like,
Interesting.
sensual.
I know provocative.
Like evokes, it brings something out of you.
Like
Evocacado, got it.
Dr. Kelso turns off the light. Turk comes out of the elevator and finds him in the dark. The camera zooms in on Dr. Kelso and finds him in the camera zooms into Dr. Kelso, who dabs. Dr. Cox presses a button.
Wait, hold on. How new is this that the bot knows what dabbing is?
I don't know. And turns into JD. Elliot runs in and scurries behind the hospital bed. JD ignores Elliot because the room is now full of kissing ostriches.
So is this just
The truth is, every patient suffers from dementia. I'm not going to change all that. After all, the right thing is not always the best thing to do. You know, if you worked in a hospital, what is a hospital? A hospital is a lot like a high school. The most amazing man is dying, and you're the only one who wants to steal the stuff from his dad. Being in a hospital is a lot like being in a sorority. You have greasers and the surgeons, and even though it sucks about Dr. Tapioca, I'm not even that sad.
JD exits, smugly echoing.
I'm just imagining the sorority has like the sharks like snapping their fingers, greasers.
Or it was like medical versus surgical.
So I wonder.
It was like in the first season, it was like,
is Botnik like an app? I'm gonna click the about, because what if we fed the Botnik our 19
hours of our podcast?
Oh my God! Could you imagine?
But actually though.
Bob tries to speak. Spencer and Brian both cut him off to yell at each other about something that's stupid and doesn't matter. Spencer, learn how to have fun. I know how to have fun. It was one time. Spencer talks about cars as Brian begrudgingly looks at the other side and scoffs. Bob tries to get another word in, but Brian screams over him about something that Spencer doesn't care about.
Brian, are you
in defeat?
Are you
Spencer
Botnik?
Goose steps away, hailing Hitler.
Oh, for fuck's sake! No.
Scene fades out.
No.
You hear faintly in the distance. Hail Hitler!
Oh, come on! That's
Wagner's Overture plays.
what does that even have to do with Nazis?
It's German music. Am I wrong though? Am I wrong? Judging only on the podcast, not as Spencer as a person.
Yes, you are correct that Wagner is indeed German. So there you go. I'll give you that.
Yay me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to add like 20 CrossFit references throughout that too.
Yes.
I don't talk about it that much.
Talked about it
It
before.
has to start with, are we rolling? Okay, cool, we're rolling. Good. Which I am surprised we didn't do that this episode.
I know, I was going to, and then you just went, and we're rolling. Welcome to Shootin the Shibby. And then we just kept talking.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
Best intro. 10 out of 10.
Hey, it took us 19 weeks. We're finally here.
We are indeed.
Also, we have something very special planned for the 21st. I'm not going to say what it is.
Oh, please. Like, you can't figure it out.
I mean, actually, you know what? I was texting my friend about the episode.
You want
and I was
me?
saying, hey, we're going to do something special for our 21st.
Hey, everybody.
And she's like, what is it?
Here's a hint to our 21st episode. There you go.
We're going to drink a lot of soda.
Absolutely.
I want to get chocolate wasted.
You racist.
I was pulling it back to grown-ups, but after I said it, I was like, that could be.
I want to get black wasted.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So it's hot as hell out today.
It is. I'm
not happy.
I legitimately just felt a sweat go down the side of me, like just 10 seconds ago.
A bead down your ass crack.
Like, I feel like I smell so bad, and I apologize for the two of you who are sitting next to me.
Oh, I know I smell bad. I went from work to working on a house to being here, and I haven't showered yet. How you doing?
Fair enough.
Oh, it's true. I meant to shower today, but I was going to shower, but Burrell was in, and then I wanted to wait a bit after he did it.
Oh, Burrell's here?
Well, he was here.
Oh, the cat got away? Oh, Burrell.
Yeah, Burrell was here, but he left because he had to go to an interview, then he went back home.
Brill, obviously our intern of the podcast.
Yes,
our social media intern who's done no social media work in a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I'm the one posting everything on social media.
I know, and it's all about Vigi games.
I don't see you posting anything. What do you want to post about cars? Did you know that cars go voom?
Sometimes
tweet about it.
Tweet about it.
I don't know.
Don't at me.
You post something about cars then, you bum.
You know what? I think I will. You guys can keep talking. I'm going to post things about cars.
Post about the elite German race of cars.
You know, maybe I'll wait to do it later. You're not wrong, though. I mean, Germans do make
I
the
used
best
to
cars.
think that this thing of pretzels would like never run out, but I made a.
To be fair, we did chow down on them last week.
When food is consumed, it runs out.
I've been chowing down on it whenever I'm down here. I just scarf through some pretzels. I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy a new thing of those.
The great pretzel famine of 2018.
Got to move out of Ireland now.
However, you did say something that was slightly questionable before we started broadcasting about those pretzels and what they should go around.
Yeah, my cock.
I didn't know you owned chickens.
No, I said if only these pretzels were just a bit bigger, I could fit it around my cock and it could be a cock ring. That's what I was gonna say, Bob. Cock rings are funny.
Hi, Brian's parents.
But why?
Wait till my dad listens to this and he's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Mom and Dad
love
will
how
never understand.
Your mom did listen to one of the episodes where in the description it said Brian's dad has seen some shit, and I love how she comments. She's like,
What has he seen?
"What has he seen?" I'm so confused.
Well, you gotta listen in and find out. What
I
did
think
he
that's
see?
one of us said too.
I forget. What did he see? What was in that episode?
I think it was when I was talking about the bar things that he was doing.
Yes, it was the bar
in
in Europe,
Yeah.
where they kept it open for like 24 hours.
What country was this in?
London. It was in
Europe.
No, London's not the
It was in Europe.
It was in
England
Britain.
is my city.
England is my city. It was in England, the country, in the city of London.
God bless America.
I think people know where London is, Brian. You don't?
Well, it's kind of like going to the movies and you see like on the bottom London, England.
Fun fact. I actually learned about that. The guy who said England is my city, he didn't write that.
No, he didn't.
He didn't want to be in it, actually, at all. He's apparently their accounting guy.
For what is this?
This was
for Jake Paul's Team 10.
No idea what the fuck that
Good.
is.
Just keep it that way. It's
They made a
nothing.
really shitty song at one point that was called "It's Everyday, Bro," and
I already want to punch them.
It's the whitest song you could possibly hear in the world, and they all suck at rapping.
Dude,
But there's
I
like
don't
this
even want
fat
to
British guy who's a part of their team. He didn't want to be in it. He doesn't want to be in any of their videos. He's just the accounting guy. But Jake was like, no, dude, you could be in it. You could be in it. It was like, I'll write your stuff for you. And he wrote the line, England is my city,
That's awful.
for him. And he read it, and he was just like, I instantly regret everything. So I feel bad for that guy. You know, he's just there to do accounting stuff, and he's like, I have to read this stuff. And
Yeah, well, now they make T-shirts with it, and they're making
oh, of
hand over
course,
fist.
mark it off of something that people make
sure.
fun of. They'll buy that shit in an instant. That's how.
Oh yeah, that's how half of the YouTube channels
That's like how
make
half
a lot
of-
of their
Right,
extra
that's
money.
how you fight demonetization. But if
Yeah.
you start making money off your art, you're not a real artist. You're a sellout. Which is why we're actual artists, because we don't make dick.
That is very true.
Indeed.
Well, kind of going back to the conversation we had before the podcast started about music and everything like that. Like Spencer and Brian and I, we like fairly niche music as part of
I'd
our.
say-
it's part
You
of the music that we like.
probably never heard of it.
I would say that we all have very similar musical tastes as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Except for Green Day. They suck.
See, I like Green Day.
I like Green Day.
They're meh.
They're bubblegum punk.
They were fun in the 90s. They got... And I don't... Yeah, I just...
Have you ever seen them live though?
I've watched
I've
videos
never
of them
seen them live.
They are amazing live.
And I'll give it... I saw... Was
So-
it Billy Joe's the front man?
Yeah.
I saw him... I think it was him.
Billy Joe Armstrong?
Yes.
Something like that. I think it was them that like pulled a kid on stage to play guitar and stuff. So
Yeah. They do that pretty much every show. I saw them back in
that's neat.
August. Was it August? Yeah, it was actually August 31st of last year. And I saw a bunch of concerts. I saw actually my 3 top favorite bands last summer, which was amazing. It was Streetlight Manifesto, Metallica, and Green Day. And Green Day was probably one of, if not the best shows I saw that whole summer last year.
They're probably great.
They have a lot of energy. They're really great with their fans. They brought one fan up to play one of the songs. I forget what song it was. And they brought another fan up to propose to his girlfriend on stage in front of everyone.
Who else wants to come up?
Which was also super awesome.
No, it is cool.
And like this little kid, he had to have been like 12, 13 years old. Played guitar with him and everything, and they actually threw him off the stage to stage dive and like crowd surf and everything like that.
Hey, crowd, catch!
That's exactly what it is. He's like, all right, guys, come on, get closer. All right, when
How old
I
was
say
this kid?
go, he was like 12. He was a little kid.
Okay.
And they're just like, he's like, all right, when I say go, run and jump. And the kid's like, what? He goes, come on, go.
What if like a hole opened and his face planted?
Well, luckily that didn't happen. But it was so cool. And
That's
like the
my
kid was
child.
so happy. And,
That's
you
my
know.
child falling on the ground sound. Garf.
I like the Mario 64. Oof!
Oh.
Well, enough about children getting hurt.
God, we've had a really controversial episode today.
Well, maybe we'll get really famous, and then all the YouTubers will talk about our controversy. Can you believe it?
That one time.
Can you believe podcasts with 2 subscribers on YouTube said this?
I mean, that's how Count Dankula did it.
Hey, man.
Makes Nazi pug joke, makes money off of it, makes money off the controversy.
Spencer, I found your calling.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I was going to say, he also almost went to jail for 2 years, so there's also
But
that.
the publicity was great.
His channel's doing great, even though he can't post on it for 2 years, and he's probably going to lose all the subscribers within those 2 years.
He still posts on it.
Well, yeah, because he didn't go to jail anymore.
Right, because it's stupid to go to jail over speech.
America.
Yeah, I never.
England, actually.
Well, I know, but
No, the best part is
but
England's also trying to ban memes now.
Well, you can't make memes about this is America. That's just
well, to
not
be fair,
allowed.
Facebook has tried to ban memes too. Now they're doing those stupid
Oh my
half
god,
video
fuck
things.
Facebook. Fuck everything about it. I fucking hate it. I ranted about this on Twitter the other day. I think you guys saw that.
I don't think I've
about how
ever-
much I fucking hate Facebook.
That was like the most millennial sounding thing I've ever heard come out of your mouth.
I ranted on my Twitter about how much I hate Facebook. Instagram is a thing too. No, I fucking hate it because
Like my
now,
Friendster.
because now like they're trying to get around the algorithm with the memes bullshit. So there's this thing where it's like the top part is a video, but the bottom part's a picture, and
It's like
it's the
they're
same
basically
thing.
posting a gallery.
Yeah, and they're like, but it's like, yeah, they're posting the gallery,
Or
but
they'll post a video and then like 3 screenshots of the video. Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's just I know, but the thing is where they do like the half of it's a video, half of it's a fucking picture, and this thing is like, if you have to go to that lengths just to fit back into the algorithm, just fucking find something else to do.
Yeah.
Stop with the white triangles or the yellow circles that bounce around as you post your shitty pictures that you stole from somebody else anyway, and just fucking find something else to do.
When was the last time you logged out of Facebook? Because it sounds like maybe you should take a break, sir. Just
I do.
Have
I
a
d-
seat.
I-
Just
I-
take a seat. Just
I took a break from Facebook, went back, found that, got angry again, and stopped using it.
there you got it, boy.
The only times I go on it is when I have to post for our show.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. How's that posting going, asshole? I want to feel like I'm doing enough for you guys. Doesn't do anything else.
So how are those YouTube videos coming along?
Well, it's been fun. I think I'm done for the evening.
How's amateur everything going?
Well, it's amateur building a house right now. It's actually, I was discussing it with
Well,
my
that's
mom.
content.
Well, except I don't have a camera with me.
Yeah, GoPro it. First person perspective of building a house?
Or demoing cement on
That makes it even better.
concrete.
Or
I'll probably destroy the GoPro. Falls off and I just take a pickaxe right to the land.
that would make some amazing
If the
amazing
SD card
footage, though.
survives, yeah. Just like the one
That's really
time
all
the
you need.
GoPro fell off the car. That was awesome footage.
I did like that footage. That was pretty cool.
Speaking of
That's some
SD
quality
cards,
footage.
I was watching an old Philly D video because I thought it was new, and when I clicked on it, it was from like 2006, and I was like, whatever. I was like, let's see what the world was like back in 2016. I mean, it was 2016, and there was a controversy from a tech site that was making fun. I think it was Razer. They were making fun of Apple because this was when Apple's newest laptops came out. They didn't have an SD card slot. So Razer posted something about their new computer, and they were like, "Oh, Apple MacBook Pro Air, SMID card, or whatever."
Fucking zinger.
Fucking
Awful.
dude. The backlash they got.
Oh, I could
For
imagine.
promoting this kind of like, I don't know if they said it was like rape culture or just like
Wait, what?
of just
I
like
thought it was a stupid joke.
being sexist or something.
Hold on,
people
back
were
up.
getting pissed. at them.
Sound it out for me again. What did they say?
They said SMID, which is SD card, because they were talking about how the new
Suck
Mac-
my dick. Got it.
Yeah, it was a
That promotes
it was a crappy
rape
dick
cult-
joke,
Ugh.
and people got mad at them for that. And they at first were like, it was just a joke, relax everyone, and then finally they apologized. And then after they apologized, they had the people who yelled at them for apologizing, and then it's an endless loop of you could never win.
That's ridiculous. Well, it's kind of like
Well, that's why I just own being an asshole. Like, I mean, if fucking you call me Richard Spencer, you know what? I'm a dick and my name's Spencer. They're fine. I'm Richard Spencer. I'll just own it. Fuck you.
well, it's one of those things where you're.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. No one will ever be happy. Everyone's gone to one side or the other, and you can't make them all work because no one has conversations. I can go on for days.
I hate how the whole...
Trust me.
I hate the whole, I'm offended. Well, my offending makes me offended because you're offended. I'm offended because blah, 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 blah.
It's okay to be offended. It's okay to be offended, but discuss why you're offended.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't just say I'm offended and not give a reason.
And also, getting offended by someone else being offended is also being offended. So you can't make fun of people like that if you're also doing it back at them.
No, but I know what you mean. It drives me.
There are the people who get offended by people getting offended. And that's still getting offended. So you are becoming
If your
what
instant
you hate.
reaction is to call someone a snowflake, you are also equally being a snowflake.
At one of my previous jobs, this is a perfect scenario for you guys. And tell me if you would be offended to this. Or if you think someone would possibly be offended.
I can feel my hands typing on the keyboard already.
Okay, maybe not someone would be offended because everyone would be offended.
Internalized suppression is happening right now.
Would you personally, Spencer and Brian, be offended to this joke? Okay. We used to do a radio show. It was a sports talk show.
Yes.
And every return would be, now back to two guys who don't know how to read good, or like something stupid where it would be like, like a joke about them. My boss normally would record them, but he was out that day, so he had me record them. And it was our Christmas episode. So I did one, now back to two guys who want a Red Ryder BB gun, blah, 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 blah.
But they'll shoot their eye out.
Exactly. And that was what I was going for. And I took the exact quote. I want a double stroke action, blah, 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 BB gun, whatever.
I want a double stroke action too, if you know what I mean. S-my-D,
pretzel cock rings.
So it was that one. And then I did one... And it was along the lines of, now back to two guys who, after tonight's show, are getting ready to decorate their house for Kwanzaa. Show name. That's all I said. That was.
What were you trying to insinuate with that, though?
That they go home and they celebrate Kwanzaa. That they're just getting ready for Kwanzaa. Nothing. Literally wasn't trying to insinuate that they're idiots.
I did that on our
wasn't trying to insinuate anything. All I said is now back to two guys who, after tonight's show, are getting ready and decorating their houses for Kwanzaa.
I think the confusing part is because your in-betweens are supposed to have some sort of comedic value, like the whole haha, you'll shoot your eye out, like that. So I think the confusion probably came in, like, why
if you're out of the loop, that's the kind of humor that was on the show. Like, now back to two guys who flew down to Florida for the Super Bowl, so-and-so. Now back to two guys who are celebrating the Kentucky Derby by rolling around in horse manure. Like,
so the whole premise was it's just not funny.
It's like an anti-joke, basically. Like, it's old people humor. Or kind of like saying, but he was like, Bob, I'm offended. Someone could be offended because.
Well, I hate people that get offended for other people, for starters. But
that's exactly it, and it pissed me off the fact that other people could be offended. Did they do this
on air? Did he say this to you like that on air?
No, but he made a comment on air. He made a comment like, "That's distasteful."
He virtue signaled. Now he's better than you. Ha ha.
I'm like. Oh,
moral high ground.
Fuck yourself.
That's like actually fun fact about.
He's like, oh well, we'll just ignore that because that was distasteful. Anyway, blah 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 blah. Sports and blah blah blah.
Right. Well, I'm on like a ska page, and someone posted a meme of like old school punk versus new school punk. And old school, it was like two Simpsons slides, and the old school was I forgot the dude with the slick back hair, and there's a tattoo holding like a beer or something.
Oh right, that guy.
And then the new school punk was like Bart wearing heels and like blue hair, and it just says like no homophobia, no racism, no this, no that, this, no that. And they're like, I was just like, clever. Oh my God, the comment section. How dare you make fun of... I can't believe... Well, at least the top bottom one looks happy. I was like, holy, it's a joke, people. And
I try to stay away from Facebook comment sections as much as possible.
Oh, they're my favorite. They're my favorite. I don't know why. Maybe I just like to torture myself.
I get too annoyed.
I can't... I used to because I used to read Facebook comments for NFL posts. I can't do it anymore.
Try being a NASCAR fan.
It's like any sports
NASCAR fans.
They think they know everything, and they couldn't be more wrong about everything.
Damn darn cheating Toyotas and...
It was just like,
Trump's gonna do this and make the sport great. Just shut the fuck up.
Build the wall around the track, but there is a wall.
Because the thing I hate the most mostly about the
bigger.
Facebook comment section for like the NFL especially is that whenever they're like, oh, this quarterback for this team is out, and everyone's just, here comes Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite, or like, it's Brucey's time to shine. I'm like, just, it's not funny.
I don't understand any of that.
Napoleon Dynamite.
I know the movie, yeah.
Yeah, the uncle, Napoleon's uncle, who's a jerk, who used to always throw footballs over the cameras to be like, I'm so good or whatever. And he
I haven't seen that movie since.
And the other one was The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler. It was a remake of a comedy where the prison inmates were playing football against the guards.
Oh, he says to agree with it just to further, because he has no idea what's going on.
You know what I'm talking about?
Vaguely, yes.
Yes. So in The Longest Yard, Adam Sandler was the quarterback, but he was told to throw the game, so he was playing like shit during the actual game. And then when they took him out, Brucey, who was like the short guy who sucked at everything, he was like,
you go for the
it's
knob,
Brucey's
sir.
time to shine, or like whatever. And that's like everyone's go-to joke for that now, and I'm just like, ugh.
Even like some of the threads on Reddit are pretty bad.
You know what the issue is?
It's social media. It's people.
Well,
you can hide behind a computer
Reddit
screen as much as you want. Your persona online doesn't represent your persona in real life. And people know that, and they take that for advantage. Yes and no, but it doesn't necessarily have to.
Well, see, the issue...
You can be, Jim Bob Blowpants, like, online, and you could be all...
I mean, it's kind of like...
It's like, sober actions or drunk actions or sober thoughts.
Well, it's like reading a text from somebody and they meant it as like, can't make it tonight, but you read it as can't make it tonight. Like that's the issue.
The
with
whole Key and Peele
disconnect.
skit?
Yeah. Yes, actually,
Key and Peele skit's like fucking perfect for that. Where he was like, yeah, are we still on tonight? And then he texted him, he was like, I don't know, like, what do you want to do? And then he was just like, you don't know. And then he gets all mad. He's like messaging him back, and he's like, oh yeah, no problem, like no problem.
But all at the same time, imagine if Grandpa had a Facebook and said like, well, I don't want none of those black donuts. Like I could,
yeah. But in person,
right? But in context, in person, he's like, oh, I just don't want any of the black ones.
I don't want the black ones.
Right.
You couldn't think of the word chocolate. It happens.
And also,
you forget words sometimes.
Oh, diaper. I mean, I forget my breakfast sometimes, let alone words.
I forget what I had for breakfast.
Did I even have breakfast? I don't even. But yeah,
See?
no, absolutely. Right. Children's Alzheimer's. That's what I have. But I already told my mom by the age of 35, I'm probably just going to start calling her nice lady, and she'll just know. She'll just know. He's gone. There's nothing left.
Did I tell you guys about the time I thought I had a stroke?
Go on.
So I was working at a liquor store at the time, and I was a cashier. One of my coworkers,
the same one that I worked at?
Yes.
Cool.
One of my coworkers came in line, and he's talking to me, and having a normal conversation. Hey man, how's it going? How's your shift? Blah 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 blah.
It's fucking black donuts, right?
I know, right? Well, his mother was behind him, and he turns to her and starts talking with her, and I'm sitting there like having a moment because I can't understand a word that he's saying. And time kind of seems like slow down, and I'm just like, what is happening? Like the scene from Get Into the Greek when he just took the Jeffrey and he's just like floating around and just kind of out there.
I never saw that movie.
Phenomenal movie.
Never saw the movie either.
Oh my goodness! But
is that the one with Russell Brand?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's the one that kind of like got him into.
Have you guys seen Wolf of Wall Street?
Yes.
When he takes the
Ludes.
and he's in the
he smashes the Lamborghini Countach. Yep.
Exactly, and he's just lost. That's exactly how I felt hearing him talk to his mother. And then apparently I must have stopped what I was doing, and he's like, Bob, you good? And he's talking to me again. And I'm like, oh, you speak Russian. He was talking to his mom in Russian, and I completely forgot that he could speak Russian. So I'm like, I thought he had a stroke. I legitimately thought I had a stroke because I couldn't understand what he was saying.
You heard it here first. If Bob listens to foreigners, he has a stroke.
I didn't realize he could speak Russian. Or I forgot. I knew he could, but I completely forgot.
If it makes you feel better, I used to work at the parts counter at a car dealership, and one time I took a phone call of a guy. I suck at accents. I promise everybody, it has nothing to do with any sort of discretion. I really hate how much I suck at accents. And it got to the point that I looked at my manager and was like, you need to take this call. I don't even know where this guy works. I'm sorry. And I felt so terrible. Like, I felt legitimately like a bigot because I couldn't. He was speaking English. I just didn't understand him.
What he was saying.
Yep.
That I've had that so many times because
I'm awful with that.
With my previous job, it was a lot of like doing online meetings with people, and with the tech team. One of the guys was, I believe, of Indian descent, and I can't hear people normally over the computer. Like, I struggle with that because I have trouble. He yells at me all the time, tells me to get the dicks out of my ears whenever he's talking to me, because I'm always just like, what?
Well, you should get the dick out of your ear.
Say it again. And I feel really bad because, he has a different accent than the other people I'm used to, because I don't get to talk to him all that much, because I only talk to him when there's an issue. So, like, there's a lot of times where he's talking, I'm just like, I'm sorry, say that again. I'm sorry, say that again. And I feel so bad. I'm like, it's not a racial thing. Just
can you just send me an email?
It's like, I can't. It's like, I can't hear you. It's like, it's not you, it's me. I do this to everybody.
I worked at a call center. I worked at a call center for a while, and part of the call center was outsourced overseas. And I've had two customers like demand an American representative over accents and whatnot. The one guy actually demanded an American representative because the foreigners couldn't understand the issues that he was going through. I'm like, stop, nah, sir, that's, God damn it.
Yeah.
What's your issue? And I just like, it's one of those, I'm working and on the clock, so I can't call you out. But anyway, what's your issue?
I am awful when I'm talking to you right now and there's some sort of sound in the background. I don't know why, but I'll focus in on that sound.
So
in the
that's
background.
why you wear the headphones when we do podcasts.
Honestly, that is one of the reasons.
Yeah, he wants to make sure that everything's sounding right.
Yeah, not only that, but honestly, yeah, if there's something
way to
going
take
on,
the joke seriously.
No, but I'm being serious. If there's something else going on in the back room, like your birthday episode, I was having a hard time following our conversation because the guys over on the couch were talking.
That's why I cut that episode short.
And I'll sit there and I'll hear what they're saying and I'll kind of focus in on that, even though I'm clearly supposed to be talking with you guys. I do that all the time if I'm working at an event for my job, or if I'm somewhere else. If something else is happening in the background, I just can't focus. I'm awful with that.
I get that sometimes too. It gets difficult. I don't know, background noise. I guess, especially like when I'm drunk. That's one thing I notice too. Like if I'm in a bar and I'm having.
Oh, if I'm in a bar, forget about it. I can't hear what you're saying.
No, see, like in the
I just go
in the beginning of the night.
I do that all the time, like bars, concerts.
Well, it happens. Well, no, we've definitely done it to each other. That's totally true.
I love when you're doing it to someone else and they do it right back to you. It's like, you didn't hear what I said.
You can't hear me either. It's like, no, I can't.
Deaf brethren unite. No, I noticed that like
it's the fucking worst for Corinne and I. Because,
oh God.
Mine is my left ear hurts. It's her right ear.
When wifey starts talking, I just fade out.
She's standing on this side. If she stands to the left of me, we can never fucking hear each other because I'm talking to her right, she's talking to my left. And I'll just be like, something. What?
You both are going to make the cutest old couple. And what?
Oh my God.
I told her, our kid's going to be born with perfect hearing.
What do you mean hearing? Depends.
I was like, our kid's going to be born with either A, perfect hearing because he's going to get my right, her left, or B, the worst hearing ever with my left, her right.
That's amazing.
Because that's how the Punnett square works. Got it.
Nailed it. Well, I guess it's that time. What did we learn today?
That's a good question.
I mean, I learned that I'm not comfortable talking about racy stuff on podcasts, which I'm normally comfortable talking about in any other situation. So it's probably what lands me in trouble. I learned that I need to control what I say.
Yay! I'm so proud of you.
I'm learning.
I learned that robots are phenomenal comedy writers.
Oh, yeah. Robots are funnier than us. Robots are just funnier than humans.
Robots are taking over the world.
Yeah, I was gonna say my I learned was that a lot of people make robots watch a lot of stuff and then make them write scripts about it.
And the robots.
It should be. I want a TV show about. I want a TV show where they get the robots to write an episode for a new show. It's like every episode's a new show where they try to do something about. Because that would be fucking great.
That would be awesome.
You know that the robot's going to learn too much, right? Like, we're just going to, everyone's going to hop on this trend of just spoon-feeding bots stuff so they can make the next great internet meme about robot goes to Wegmans or robot hits up Chuck E. Cheese's. And then next is going to be like, robot figures out that the human race is inferior. Yeah. Robot militarizes other robot bots. And they robots kill humans while making scripts for Olive Garden.
Sad nachos.
Sad nachos. Defeated nachos.
I'll tell you what
nachos look defeated.
I'll tell you what I learned today.
Oh boy.
Is that when you're at Olive Garden, when you're here,
you're here. I think on that note, you all have a wonderful evening.
Much like with the podcast, don't forget you can follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Shibby Shack Official. Check out our buddy DJ Quad's awesome music.
Excellent music.
Our artists as well for the graphics.
Bethany,
yes.
Crafter's Quest.
There it is. Hey, you remembered
this time.
Yeah, I was testing to see if you guys remember.
I was going to say, someone out there is sitting with a bingo card like, yes, Crafter's Quest, son of a... Gah! But don't forget, you can follow us there. Subscribe to us on iTunes. Give us a comment. Rate us 5 stars. Subscribe. Like us. Let us know what you want to hear. Shoot us an email at shibbyshackofficial@gmail.com.
Hit us up on Friendster.
Also, don't forget, we are on the Google Play Store, Stitcher, Player.fm, TuneIn Radio, pretty much anywhere you can find a podcast. That's where we'll be. We're working on getting on Spotify. We're not quite there yet, but we're working on it. We should hopefully be there soon. So without any further ado, for Brian, for Spencer, and myself, I'm Bob. Thank you so much for listening to Shibby Shack and Shootin the Shibby.
Good night, everybody.